Hello everyone and welcome to the Hopkins Academy Golden Hawks versus the Bears today. The Athol Bears. Today is Monday, May 15th and the time is 3:58, starting a bit early today. 2 minutes, so we are ahead of schedule, which is great. Temperature here is 74 degrees, a bit cloudy, a bit windy also, around 10-mile-per-hour winds. Doesn't feel that strong, but that's what it says it is. And we have some slight changes. Today we are seeing Liam Flynn on the mound instead of the normal starting pitcher, Cody West. Cody has been moved to third base. Low pitch, ball one. This is number 4, Williams, up to bat. Swing and a miss, 1-1 count. We're at the top of the first, no outs, nobody on. Strike 2. 1-2 count. And that is strike 3, first out. Good pitching for Liam Flynn. In the warm-ups here today, Athol looks pretty dialed in. Hopkins, record-wise, clearly the team on top. Hopkins has also beat Athol once this season, but Athol coming into it looking very strong in their warm-up, so this is definitely going to be a game today. High pitch, ball one. Ball 2. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 2-1 count. Got some contact on that. Tipped, hits the ump, but right in the mask. He's all right. 2-2 count. Nobody on, 1 out. Bit high, right above the letters. Full count. Got some contact on that. Low pitch. Three, 2 count. And right along the letters, Comier is walked to first. 1 out, runner on first. And this is Gauthier up to bat, number 34. Good pitch, no swing, strike. Right along the letters, ball. Runner is stealing to second, but there was foul tip sent back. was ready to go on that. Doesn't matter what type of pitch that was, runner would have stolen. That's number 2 Collier on first. Another, it's been tipped again, fouled. Flynn throwing back to first, but runner dives in and is easily safe. And the runner is stealing second, ball thrown down and goes past Chase into the outfield. 2-2 count, runner on second, 1 out. Top of the first. Score is still 0-0. Good pitch there, but called inside. Looked like a good pitch, but we'll see if that pitching box stays consistent. And there we go, that's strike 3. Second out. Runner on second. This is number 45, Young, up to bat. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Young way ahead of that. And high pitch. High pitch above the letters, ball. And swing and a miss, that's strike 3. Strong pitching there from Liam Flynn, who looked to have some trouble in the warm-ups. A lot of his pitches were lower, but clearly that warm-up is not an actual example of his pitching going into this game. On the mound today for Athol, we have Wen pitching. He's number 8 in the batting order, so haven't seen him hit yet, but he will be starting off on the mound for Athol. Up a bit today, but the air is warm, it's not too humid, so it's still a nice day if you're considering heading on over to the game today. Girls varsity softball has an away game today, so good luck to their team. Time is 4:08, so looking if the two teams have similar timed innings. It would be around a 16-minute inning. And last home game we saw from the baseball team was senior night, and that was a very, very quick game. Around an hour and a half, I think, a very short game. Hopkins pulled in the lead. The game score was around 3 or 4-0 Hopkins. And starting off batting for Hopkins, we have Cooper Beckwith. Ball 1. And strike 1. Low pitch, bouncing ball. 2-1 count. No outs, nobody on. Bottom of the first. Strike a little right along those knees. High pitch, very inside. Cooper doing a little ballerina twirl to avoid that pitch. And hits Cooper right in the back. Can't twirl away from that one, but he takes it and gets on base. Runner on first, no outs, and this is Cody West up to bat. Cooper Beckwith is stealing second. The ball goes behind the catcher. Good awareness from Hopkins on the play. Good pitch, strike. Pitch had a little bit of a dip right at the end. Cody West gets some contact on that, popped up and goes, he stays in play, but foul, and left fielder runs all the way almost towards the softball field trying to catch that. Runner on second, no outs. Ball, 2-2 count. And Cody West gets good contact on that hit and goes right along the fence line. Cooper Beckwith running home, and Cody West going to third and stopping there. Great hit for Cody West. Very great hit. Does a little dance on third. Sheer power on that. Goes right along the fence line. Close to being a home run. Great hit there for Cody West. Don't see many triples, but there Cody is standing on third. Now this is Patrick Fitzgibbons up to bat. Get some contact on that. Really powerful, but fouled way towards the school. Put a lot of power on that swing. Low pitch ball. Low pitch. Two, 1 count. Ball looked a bit outside. And Patrick Fitzgibbons is walked, and Cody West steals home and ends up getting hit by the ball, causing Patrick to steal second. Hits Cody West right in the collarbone, right in the neck collarbone area. But because it hit him, it got Patrick base to steal second. This is Liam Flynn up to bat. Low pitch ball. Score is 1-0. 2-0. We had Cody and Cooper get into home. Low pitch strike. 2-0 score. Runner on second. Bottom of the first. Liam Flynn gets some good contact on that. Hit towards the center fielder and bouncing right by him. Patrick going to home, and Liam Flynn making the smart decision to stay at first. Another great hit for Hopkins. Good hitting for Hopkins. Makes a score 3-0. Runner on first. This is Chase Earl up to bat. And Liam Flynn is stealing second, throws down and bounces. He is safe. Very inside pitch. Hits Chase, even though he tries to avoid it. Second person getting hit today in the first inning, so. Cooper also got hit, and Athol taking this time to call a timeout. There's runners on first and second. Yeah, something I've noticed is I feel like Chase gets hit every single game. Almost every single game. It's very interesting. Pretty dusty field today, something that I heard the other team complaining about right as they arrived also. Field is dusty, so may see some dust storms piling up today. We also have a JV game going on across the way, if you can see it in the distance. This is Alex West up to bat. High pitch ball. Runners on first and second, no outs. Strike. Another strike. Pretty low pitch. Something I've noticed about this 2-2 count. Something I've noticed about this is he has a lower box, also more outside ball. He doesn't like those inside high pitches. Some umps tend to call him higher, but he is picking those lower ones out. And low pitch, Alex West is walked, advancing runners to second and third, so bases are loaded. Yuki Yoshida's up to bat. Yuki has the opportunity to hit a grand slam here. We'll see what he does with it. No outs. Good pitch right below the letters. Kind of the perfect pitch there. No swing. Low pitch, ball. 1-1 count. Yuki gets some contact on that. Swings and miss. Drop third, but since bases are loaded, batter is out, first out, and now James Fitzgibbons is up to bat. Bases loaded, 1 out. Score is 3-0. James now having the opportunity to send in these runners. Inside pitch, very close to getting hit. Already 2 people have been hit in this first inning. Low pitch, ball. Ball 2. Perfect pitch there, strike. Inside pitch, James getting hit by it. Third player to get hit by a pitch, but James advances to first and sending in Liam Flynn to home, making the score 4-0. Jack Dijak is up to bat. Gets some contact on that, stop by the pitcher, And Jack getting out at first, but getting the RBI. Another run into home. And Hopkins managing to get through the entire lineup. Score 5-0. Hopkins getting through the whole lineup, and Cooper Beckwith is up again. Cooper getting some contact on that, but fouled back into him. Runners on second and third, 2 outs. Strike 2. No balls. Cooper fighting to stay alive here. Send in these 2 runners. Advance to score more. Get some good contact on that. Hit the second. Ball thrown, and Athol getting that 3rd out. Taking us to the 2nd inning. Good hitting there by Hopkins, getting the score up a bit. Score is 5-0. Wind's starting to pick up a bit more. Clouds are coming in, but still nice out. Good batting. Next time Hopkins gets on the plate, we will see Cody West up to bat, 2nd in the lineup. It's not often we see in baseball, at least in these home games I've been to, not often we've seen the team get through the entire lineup, but has happened today. And as we are in the top of the 2nd, we can do some baseball trivia questions. How many home runs did Babe Ruth hit in his career? 714. Wow, that's a lot of home runs. Prior to joining the MLB, what baseball team did Willie Mays play for? The Birmingham Black Barons. When did the Boston Red Sox last win the World Series? Answer is 2018. What was the fastest pitch thrown by a pitcher? 106 miles per hour. What baseball manager has the record for the most ejections? Bobby Cox. I feel like we've talked about that one in one of our other baseball trivia question games. And what baseball player has the most grand slams in MLB history? Answer is Alex Rodriguez. Last inning took around 25 minutes, pretty long inning, but most of that was taken up by Hopkins. Actually, it must have been kind of even, now that I think about it. I think those were pretty even innings. Well, no, Hopkins taking up most of that inning. Hopkins taking up the majority of it. Time is now 4:26. Liam Flynn back on the mound pitching. Low pitch. This is number 33, Hume up to bat. Hopkins made it through their entire lineup and won, but Athol only at their 5th batter. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Good pitching here from Liam, and pretty similar pitching style as the Athol pitcher, and that is strike 3. Good pitching there from Liam Flynn, who seems to be making quick work of this Athol team. Pretty dominant on the mound today. Also, Liam having some success hitting, so good way for him to start off this game. Some contact on that popped up, called out by James Fitzgibbons past third base, who makes the catch, getting the 2nd out for Hopkins. Good work for Hopkins, and this is number 22, Knowles, up to bat. Swing and a miss. Good pitch, bit high right along those letters. Again, you can say that it's along the strike line, but I'm staying consistent, keeping them low. Get some contact on that, popped right up towards the fans. Dangerous. Hope you brought your glove. Maybe you can catch some fly balls. Inside pitch, number 7 swinging anyway. Knowles, Liam Flynn doing a great job on the mound, getting 2 strikeouts, and James getting that 3rd out by the 3rd base. No runs scored. Pretty dominant performance here from Hopkins Academy. Pretty quick. I think I said right when the inning was beginning it was around 4:26. It's 4:29 now, so very quick half inning. Hopkins going back in and Cody West kicking it off. Athol just not able at all to catch up to Liam's pitching. Any contact they have been getting has just been not good contact, no good hits, and Hopkins seeming to be very easily getting hits off this pitcher who seems to be pitching kind of similar to Liam. And this is number 11, Wynn, on the mound. Athol infield though, looking pretty locked in. They haven't had much time to make plays, but I mean, obviously you can pick out the couple weak spots in this infield, but what I've seen from this warm-up, the team looks very strong. First baseman's been practically doing the splits. I've been pretty impressed. So that is on first base, number 34, Gauthier. A good throw down too. Cody West up to bat. Last time we saw him up to bat, he had a triple. One of the best hits I've seen from Cody West all season. And unfortunately, I've never seen any Hopkins player, baseball or softball, hit a home run this season. I've never seen it happen, so hopefully we'll see one today. High pitch, ball 1. Cody West getting some contact, popped up, and out of play. Low pitch goes behind the catcher, but no runners on to advance. We're in the bottom of the 2nd here. Nobody on, no outs. Score is 5-0. Low pitch. Looks like that's been the typical strike being called, though, by this ump, but ball. Outside pitch, West is walked to first. No exciting triple hit again, but that walk gets the job done. Cody makes his way on base. And this is Patrick Fitzgibbons up to bat. Good pitch there, strike. Very good pitch, right along above the knees. Pitcher throwing back to first, to Knowles.
All right, Pat, let's see what you got, kid.
Cody West stealing. West advancing from first to second. No outs, runner on second. Pitcher throwing back to Cody, trying to get him out, overthrows, and West advancing from second to third. Not the best move there from pitcher, as he didn't really need to throw back. Cody didn't even take a big lead yet, and ball goes behind the catcher, and Cody easily steals home, pretty much walking in. Another run in for Hopkins, making the score 6-0. No outs, nobody on. Patrick Fitzgibbons still up to bat. And swing and a miss. He gets another strike on his count. 2-2 count. Gets some contact, popped up, called out by ooh. Patrick getting his fly caught, has a collision with the pitcher and goes flying in the air there. See, very frustrated on that play. And this is Liam Flynn up to bat. 1 out, nobody on. Flynn getting some great contact on that hit, big hit, and it is caught by the left fielder. Good hit though. Just couldn't find that gap. Chase Earl is up to bat. Ball. Looks like a pretty good pitch there, but ball. Might have been a bit outside. Hard to see from this angle. Low pitch, ball 2. Catcher seeming to be struggling catching these pitches today. Chase getting some contact, but fouled. Yeah, I feel like Chase has just gotten hit almost every single game I've seen him play in. 2-1 count, nobody on. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Ball. And Chase gets hit again. Man, he just gets hit every single game. I mean, he must have said something to offend the entire league to be getting hit this many times. I'll have to fact check that, but I feel like Chase has gotten hit every single game I've been to. This is Alex West up to bat, runner on first. Swing and a miss. Pitcher throwing back to first, but Chase easily safe. And Chase Earl is stealing second. The throw has been made, and he is safe at second. Get some contact on that, but foul tipped. Runner on second, 2 outs. Low pitch there. Alex West up to bat. Ball. Alex getting some contact on that, but long foul, pass left. And that is strike 3, but it's dropped. Alex going to get dropped third. Catcher missing the tag, but he is out, being the third out. Pretty funny, though, that Hopkins had lots of success that first inning hitting, but not as much in the second, and only getting 1 run in, but that 1 run was completely made off of mistakes by the Athol team. That was Cody West getting in. First, he was walked. Then, after his walk, he stole second. Then the throw to second was overthrown, causing Cody to steal third. And then on the pitch went behind the catcher, Cody West stealing third. So pretty dominant base running from Hopkins, and just some simple mistakes being made by this Athol team, who earlier today I said seemed pretty on it in their warm-up, but just having some simple mistakes in this game that can't be made. And Hopkins again is a pretty dominant team this season. I mean, they won states in the past couple years. Are very often in Western Mass, winning three Western Mass titles in a row. So pretty dominant performance normally by Hopkins, and overall this baseball program has been very successful. Even though you lose so many great players, just keep having more coming up. Heard a lot of concerns from others saying that this baseball team may be having trouble going into the next season when they lose Cody and Patrick, but again, that's just speculation. And as we heard from Patrick, our last post-game interview with him on senior night, he said that he doesn't really believe in this rebuilding season. This team's been dominant, and every season we have doubters who say that Hopkins isn't going to be a good team the next year, but they keep pulling through, so hopefully we see that next season. And William Flynn's still on the mound, doing a very great job pitching for Hopkins. This is number 11, went up to bat. Low pitch ball. Swing and a miss, strike. Perfect pitch there, right above the knees, strike. Great takedown there from Pat. Wild pitch, but Patrick jumping on that. Great takedown. Nobody on, no outs. Top of the third. Get some contact on that, fouled. High pitch ball. And walk goes in, runner advances to first. This is number 32, Gould, up to bat. We have some Goulds in our school. I wonder if there's any relation. Hit by pitch. Now there are runners on first and second. Back to top of the order. This is number 4, Williams, up to bat. Good pitch there, strike. Swing and a miss. Ball. Get some contact on that, but fouled. Foul tipped. Runners on first and second. Low pitch, runner on second, steals to third, but the runner on first stays. Runners on first and third. Two count. Very high pitch. Some contact on that, but foul tipped. Hand delivering that ball there. Runners on first and third. 3-2 count. Right along those letters, called ball. Bases are loaded, runner is walked. That early game success for 6 domination seems to be wearing off now. Went into this game, bases are loaded, and this is number 2, Comier up to bat. Good pitch there, strike. Inside pitch ball. Right along those letters, ball. 2-1 count. Bit outside. 3-1 count. Good pitch there from Liam. Full count now. And swing and a miss. Liam digging himself out. 2 outs. Good job digging himself out of that hole there. 3-1 count, but managed to get the strikeout. Swing and a miss. Liam seeming to dial himself back in after a series of mistakes. Get some contact on that. Hit to Dominic Aloisi at second. Chase missing the throw there.
Dom, gotta be sure of one. Okay, try to get rid of that early. He's not doing any good. Gotta be sure of one.
Just a low throw there. Chase not being able to pick that up. Unfortunate. But Athol getting in their first run. Score is now 6-1. Ball, bases are loaded. 2 outs, and this is number 45, Young up to bat. High pitch ball.
Take a deep breath. Give yourself a break. Relax.
Liam seeming to be in a mental battle here with himself, just kind of along the lines of his pitching. That's a ball there. Started off the game very dominant, but now seeming to be in a mental slump here. Very inside strike. Some clear frustration from the coach towards Liam. .45 swinging on that low pitch, gets some contact but foul tipped. Swing, gets some contact on that but fouled. 3-2 count. Swing and a miss. Liam Flynn
Good job, Liam.
getting the second out. Some miscommunication. I saw second out indicated on the field from the last. So that was actually the second out. Strike thrown by Liam. Get some contact on that. Hit to Dom at second, who tags third, getting the third out. Some clear frustration from Flynn. Not Hopkins' best inning. Time check. Time is 4:54. Almost at the hour mark for this game. But while Hopkins goes into hit, we can celebrate some of today's national holidays. Today is National Chocolate Chip Day. Bring flowers to someone Day. International Conscientious Objectors Day. International Family Day. International Kangaroo Care Awareness Day. International MPS Awareness Day. Nylon Stocking Day. Senior Fraud Awareness Day. That is a serious issue. Overlooked a lot of the times, but serious issue. Also, to anybody celebrating yesterday was Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to all the mothers around. Mothers have done a great job raising some great baseball players as we've gotten to watch some great baseball. Today's also National Straw Hat Day. Lots of crazy holidays. It's birthdays. I would like to get a holiday passed. We should have a National Hadley Media Day. If anyone knows how to get a holiday passed. But anyway, happy holidays to anybody celebrating. This is Yuki Yoshida up to bat. Low pitch ball. We're at the bottom of the third here. Yuki getting some contact on that hit to the shortstop. Missed, and Yuki with that pure speed, surprisingly making his way to first. That's Yuki very fast on that. He got there very fast, looking like what was going to be an easy out for Athol. Bobbled by the shortstop, and Yuki managing to just squeeze in at first. James Fitzgibbons up to bat. Low pitch ball. And Yuki is stealing second and is very, very fast. Low pitch, dipping right in.
Come on, Jimmy!
And swing and a miss. Runner on second. Very inside pitch. Looking like he almost got hit, but no contact. Yuki tagging back up to second, but no throwdown. Ooh, and strike 3 there. Right above the knees. No swing on that. This is Jack Dajic now up to bat. One out, runner on second. Jack Dajic up to bat. Getting some contact on that skipping. And unfortunately thrown out at first, but Yuki advances to third. 2 outs. Back to top of the order. This is Cooper Beckwith up to bat. Good pitch there, right along strike zone. This pitcher has done a good job of kind of finding that rhythm right along the lower strike zone with the umps calling. Has definitely adapted to this style. Cooper getting some contact on that, hit to the shortstop, makes a throw to first, and Cooper is out. No runs scored this inning for Hopkins. Taking us to the top of the 4th. Stream will continue, but I will be right back. Thank you. Whew, I didn't think I'd make it back in time. Yeah. We at the top of the 4th?
Yes, we are at the top of the 4th.
I am back. We are at top of the 4th here. Low pitch ball. looked like a great pitch there, but ball. Again, that looked like a strike to me there, but low pitch ball. This is a Richin up to bat. And Liam Flynn has 4 balls there. Walks number 0. Coach Reland calling a quick timeout, going to talk to Liam. Liam having some trouble finding this mojo there. But we're at top of the 4th, no outs, runner on first. Score is 6-1. Hopkins getting 5 runs in 1 inning, but if they didn't have that success in that 1 inning, then score would be 1-1. So you can either say really good job by Hopkins at hitting that inning, or just bad defending from Athol one time. But either way, Hopkins is slowed down and Athol is sped up. Swing and a miss. Get some contact on that. Popped up, going to Jack Dijak, who makes the catch, getting the out for Hopkins. Good job by Jack tracking that ball. Wasn't right to him. Had to move a good amount towards center, but runner on first, 1 out. This is number 11, went up to bat. Ball. Good pitch there for Flynn. Strike. Runner on first. 1 out. Swing and a miss. Strike. Outside pitch ball. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Strikeout there for Liam. Dialed back in. Runner on first. 2 outs. Number 32 slowly making his way up to the plate. And this is Gould up to bat. Seemed to either be just really slow up to getting up there, or maybe even limping. Took his time getting up to the plate. Late swing on an inside pitch. Strike. Don't know what he's doing on that one. Runner on first. Swings, get some contact on that and fouled to the parking lot. And strike 3, another strikeout for Liam Flynn, who really dialed back in that inning. Taking us to the bottom of the 4th, Hopkins going back out to hit. And while we are waiting for Hopkins to hit, do some more baseball trivia. How many innings was the longest baseball game in MLB history? 26 innings. That's got to be a long game. Who is the oldest player to play in the MLB? Answer is Satchel Paige, and he was 59 years old. Ooh. Youngest player now to play in the MLB. Joe Nuxhall, and he was only 15. I didn't even know that was legal for sports. I mean, you can see it in like European leagues for soccer. You get some really young players going in. I don't know much about the MLS compared to the Premier League, but you can see some really young players going in. But 15 years old is young. What player holds the record for having the most MVP awards? That's Barry Bonds. And who is the current MLB commissioner? The answer is Robert Manfred. Some good baseball trivia there. Let me know if you guys got the answers correct. I sure don't know a lot of those. I mean, baseball is America's favorite pastime, so a lot of information about that. Here's some of the greats in that quiz. If you think you know a lot about baseball, that quiz will definitely challenge your knowledge. It's an old sport, so and oh man, that first baseman almost doing the splits again. Lots of flexibility on that player there. I feel like I've seen him practically do the splits like 4 times. Cody West is up to bat, number 2. We're at the bottom of the 4th, no outs, nobody on. Cody West getting great contact on that. Huge hit. Just along the fence. Very close, but a good hit. Cody West going to 3rd. And slides in and is safe. Another great hit by Cody West. Amazing. Just pure power. Cody West, power hitter today. 2nd triple. Man, another great hit. Looking like that one was going to be gone, but just along the fence line again. Taking it around center.
Come on, Patrick, what do you got?
Can you see if
Patrick Fitzgibbons is up to bat. Runner on 3rd. Get some contact on that. Popped up towards the school, but foul ball. Pat getting some contact on that. Bouncing back off him. Patrick getting great contact on that huge hit, and right along the fence line, goes out of play, bouncing along. Man, just brushing along this home run line here. I would love to see a home run, but 2 slam hits today. That one hitting right along the fence line and just bouncing over, going out of play, getting the ground rule double. If that didn't bounce over, definitely would have been a triple. Makes the score 7-1 here. Patrick Fitzgibbons on 2nd. No other runners on. No outs. And this is Liam Flynn up to bat.
to eat.
Liam Flynn getting some contact on that, finding a good gap there. Great hit for Liam Flynn. Patrick going home, and Liam Flynn safely getting at second. Another run in for Hopkins as Patrick goes to home, making the score 8-1 at the bottom of the fourth. Great hitting here for Hopkins. We had a triple and a double, two doubles, a triple and two doubles. So great job hitting for Hopkins there. No outs. Runner on second. This is Chase Earl up to bat. And Liam now stealing third. It's safe.
All right, kid. Here we go, Chase.
And the ball goes behind the pitcher, and Liam steals home and is safe. Nobody on, but another run is in, making the score 9-1. Chase Earl getting some contact. It's going right along the line. Good line drive there, and Chase Earl is safe at first. Runner on first. This is Alex West up to bat. And Athol is now doing a pitching change. Now on the mound for this Athol team is number 7. And this is number 7, Lowy, up on the mound. Hopkins just really finding success hitting against that former pitcher this past inning, who was number 11, Wen. Just Hopkins having a ton of success hitting this inning with that in a row. We had a triple and two doubles right along the fence line. So, and now Chase Earl's on first, nobody else on. While we take this time here, I'd like to thank everyone for watching our streams of baseball and softball this year. This is Hadley Media's first year doing these games. So thank you for everyone for watching. And also thanks to FCAT Media for lending us this headset to do our streams. I'm glad we can give this source for families to watch their players play these games. It's hard to make all the games, but it's a good resource to have if you live far or just can't make the trip out to the game. New pitcher here on the mound seems to be tending to have higher pitches, and as I mentioned previously, higher pitches aren't what this ump likes to see. He's more of a low outside guy rather than a high inside, which is commonly what we see a lot. Alex West here is on the mound. Not on the mound, sorry, he's up to bat. Chase Earl on first, nobody else on. No outs. Very high pitch. Ball. Right along the letters there, strike. Wouldn't have been right along the letters, but Alex squatted down a bit for that one, so. Getting some contact on that, popped up right towards the softball game. Fielded by Miss Lord, JV softball coach. Ball thrown. Alex getting some good contact on that, bouncing right towards the left fielder who couldn't field it. Alex is taking second, Chase stopping at third. The ball is still rolling, but Al getting a double. All in a row. We had a triple, two doubles, a single, and another double. So Hopkins finding a lot of success hitting in this inning. No outs. This is Yuki Ishida up to bat. Runners on second and third. Low pitch ball. Looking for a home run today. Anybody. Low pitch ball. Now that I'm looking, I feel like this is a different catcher too. Strike thrown. High pitch ball. Yuki getting a good hit on that, popped up between right and center, called out by the center, but some miscommunication there as the right fielder taking out the center. Though it was caught, got a runner in. First out, making the score 10-1. Runner on third, Nick Uckney is up to bat, his first time up to bat this game. Low pitch there, Nick almost going, but pulling back. Alex, you only have 28 minutes left on the camera.
What's that?
You only have 28 minutes left on the camera. Nick swing and a miss there. And Nick hit by pitch, tries to hop over it, but can't. Now we have a runner on first and third. Jack Dijak up to bat, runners on first and third, one out. Jack getting some contact on that, but foul tip. Ball thrown. Jack getting some contact on that, but foul tipped. All right, so I was right on that. This is a different catcher. He originally started with number 4 Williams, who is top of the order for hitting for Athol, but we have now transferred to number 15 Johnson, who didn't start this game at all. And Jack is struck out. 2 outs now, runner on first and third, and this is Cooper Beckwith back to top of the order. Cooper is up to bat. Hopefully Cooper can send in these runs. Getting some contact, popped up, out of play.
Oh my God, Jack!
Very high pitch, good eye for Cooper. Ball. Low pitch going behind the catcher, and Alex West steals home. Nick advances from first to second. Ball. And Cooper Beckwith is walked to first. Now there are runners on first and second. Julian Gadet up to bat, first time up to bat this inning. I'm sorry, not this inning, this entire game. So, new player to baseball and to this varsity team. High pitch ball. Pretty cool that Julian hasn't played baseball in 2 years and then managed to try out and find himself a spot on the varsity team. High pitch ball. Inside pitch ball. 3-0 count. Got a tip on that, fouled. Again, the ump really likes to hand deliver these balls, so taking his sweet time to get that ball to the pitcher, as he did earlier in this game.
All right, come on, Julian, let's see it.
3-1 count, runners on first and second.
All right, load up here, kid.
And low pitch. Julian is walked to first. Bases are loaded, and Patrick Fitzgibbons is up to bat. This is his chance to get a grand slam here. Last time he was up, he had a double which bounced right over that fence. 2 outs. If he can get that ball just a foot more, then that would have been a home run there. So maybe he'll get a grand slam tonight. High pitch ball. Low pitch ball. Pat getting some contact on that, but fouled right towards the school. Baseball player goes to venture to get that, but that went on the roof, so Patrick getting some great contact on that and dropped by the left fielder, 2 runs going in.
The water thing just started leaking. No, that water's coming out.
That's okay.
Someone must have turned it on, or
There are now runners on first and second. 2 runs advance, making the score 13-1. Inside pitch, Liam Flynn is up to bat. Both runners advance to second and third.
you interview me first. So I know the boys. The boys go first and then me. How many boys do you even have to interview?
What should I do? High pitch ball. I did it last time. Maybe. High pitch ball. Ball. Oh, that's actually oof. Oh, man. Catcher goes to throw it back and hits Liam right in the head, but very high strike called there compared to what we've seen this ump call today. Hit Liam right in the head there, but Liam getting some contact on that, but foul tipped. He has 2 on him now. There are 2 outs. Liam Flynn is walked to first. Bases are now loaded. 2 outs, and this is Chase Earl up to bat. Chase has gotten hit a lot today. There's a strike. Oh, ball. I'm not sure what the ump indicated there, but looked like a strike. Get some contact on that. Second baseman barely getting there and doesn't pick up the ball, doesn't field it. Liam going to third, and Chase is bunted that pitch there, now on first.
No, I'm not. I'm an evil misspelling.
All right, Logan, go get him, Tiger.
Logan By is up to bat. First time Logan's been hit this game. We now have runners on first and third. Two outs. Swing and a miss.
Nice cut.
Something I've noticed about Logan is that when he hits it, it goes far, but sometimes there's trouble getting that contact on. But if he hits it, that thing is gone. There's just a power swing there. Ball.
Good eye, Logan. Good eye. Let's go.
High pitch, Logan swings at it, ball.
Here we go, contact, kid.
Two outs, runners on first and third. And that is strike three, third out. Alex, what's the inning?
Top of the fifth.
And what's the score? Actually,
15-1.
Top of the fifth, score is 15-1, and Hopkins going back out into the field. There may be some fielding changes with this lead, but looks like Julian Gadet heading to right, which may be the only change in this game.
Is there a little afraid want to be on talk on camera? Or is she going that way? Yeah, go for it. Next time she comes over, plug it in. Sorry, on. And all you have to do is see where it says channel 2 up here. Flip it down, input 2, and then make sure it's down. Yeah, go for it.
Would have been great if you got it hit.
Maybe some other changes. It looks like Julian actually is on first now, if that's right. That can't be right. Wow, did they put Julian on first unseen before? Very shocking change there. Fast player, so usually he's putting it out. No way. Wow, big surprise on that. Julian is on first base today. Unexpected. Usually he's first base coach, but not first baseman. Low pitch, bouncing off Pat. Ball. And this is number 15, Johnson, up to bat. Ball. Other than that, it doesn't... Oh, there's another change. Another shocking change. Nick Uckney put on third. Ball. I mean, usually we see these players go around, but not in these positions. Usually Julian is backup right fielder or another outfield position, and Nick is usually a second baseman. Strike. shocking strike thrown. You can do that too, but you can be on and just say like stuff about that you want. And strike 3, Liam gets a strikeout. Very high pitch ball. 1 out, nobody on. Top of the 5th. Low pitch now, ball. Strike, good pitch there for Liam, 2-1 count. Yeah, these roster changes definitely add some interest to this game.
Play catch. Play catch.
Right now. Foul ball hit. 3-2 count. Nobody on. Very high pitched. Runner is walked to first. Pitch is low. Runner on first, 1 out. Swing and a miss.
Jack, this way and this way.
Get some contact on that. Dropping right above Cooper, who makes the throw. It goes past Julian. Still in play. Pat goes to get it. And more miscommunication. Runner on second is safe. Runner on third should have won.
Hey, come on. Hey, good idea. Yeah. It happens to everyone. Hey.
Right idea, but again, this is Julian's first time playing this position, so little mistake there.
All right, happened to me too.
Can you ask the boys questions and then I say hi, Blue Media?
Later. It would be like a current interview if you want to go on, but maybe like a minute. Right now, it's like the same thing. Ball is thrown. It's just like an interview, except it's now. You would just be talking right now. Low pitch, that's a strike.
One more out and he is out.
So everybody should be saying stuff like that, except that you could be people would hear you. And a swing and a miss, strike.
Zone.
2-1-2. Get some contact on that. Hits Dominic Aloisi. Makes a throw. Caught by Julian. Gets the out. Second out. Swing and a miss. got some contact on that, popped up, hit to the shortstop Chase, and fielded by Julian, getting the third out and ending the game there. Trying some new positions there with Nick at third and Julian at first. Besides for that one mistake, Julian doing a good job at first. Very interesting to see this new fielding changes. I wonder if they'll be effective going into the next season and continuing this season.
15-2.
Hopkins mercing Athol 15-2. Good game for the Hopkins Academy Hawks. Thank you everyone for watching and supporting Hadley Media. And we will be back shortly for our post-game interviews. Hello, everyone, and we are here today with Julian Gadet. Julian, you haven't played baseball in a couple years, and you got brought up to the varsity team. What made you want to play baseball?
Every day at lunch, my friends would just convince me to play baseball, and I really wasn't really up to it, but I had nothing better to do, so I said, might as well.
And you and your teammates, you guys are very close. Can you say something about you and your teammates' bond?
We've been playing together for years on years since Cal Ripken in elementary school. Every day we're in school together, so I guess we just kind of grew that chemistry.
And normally you're seen in outfield, but today you were put in first base. How was that position for you?
Honestly, I was shocked. I laughed when Coach told me to go there because I was just so surprised. But, someone's got to play first base next year, preferably a lefty. I'm a lefty because, Cody's leaving. When Liam's pitching, someone's got to play it. I was pretty nervous, but, we got the job done.
And do you see yourself continuing to play this position in the future?
Maybe next year. Maybe. Depends if I play next year. Yeah.
And you and your team got this Mercy win. How do you feel about that?
That's pretty good. Now we're league champions. We get a banner in the gym. It's pretty good to see.
Thank you very much. This is Julian Gadet. I'm Cassidy Fiden. We are with Hadley Media.